Wow, this is news. This is news. So, what's up? You guys already know my name is Sasuke KJJ3. If you don't, now you do. But you can also call me Blank. You can call me Kitty Toe. You can call me whatever you want as long as it's not derogatory. You feel me? Anywho, let's get into the topic of discussion. Okay, so usually you'll hear. Excuse the noise in the background. You're gonna have to excuse the noise in the background you hear. It's early, they're doing yard work. It is what it is. However, usually on the channel we're talking about, Sparking Zero stuff because that's the game that I'm mostly focused on. Although I do cover anime games in general, or I want to cover anime games in general, needless to say. Today's topic is Hunter x Hunter Nin Impact. So, it's kind of crazy. Okay, so as you guys know, we had the Tokyo Game Show a couple days ago, and I'll even pull it up over here, let you guys see. We had Tokyo Game Show. They were talking about it. They were talking about the characters. They had been unveiling characters for this game. We were excited for this game. I'll say my excitement was mild at best. Like, I wasn't over the moon for it, but I have some hype for this game. Like, I'm thinking, okay, Hunter x Hunter's getting a fighting game. I like Hunter x Hunter. Let's see what they're doing. And we had saw the early builds of this game. It was looking kind of okay. Nothing to just, run to the mountains about, saying you had to have this game as soon as it comes out day one. You know what I mean? So we start seeing the Tokyo Game Show updates, like I said, a couple days ago, making this game look far better than what we had seen before. And I gotta say, it was kind of nice seeing these little upgrades and some other things going on. Like, look at this. Now, I'll personally admit, I looked at a picture of the old UI that they have for this game, and I kind of like the old UI a little bit better. But this does look good. This doesn't look bad. They were talking about the characters and new moves. Like, we got Machi. Like, look at this. We like Yuvojin. Like, come on. This was gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a good game, right? Or as good as they make it anyway. The problem is today, we've been having anime games come out and they've been lackluster. They've been subpar at best. Sparking Zero, please be our savior. With that being said, you could only hope that an IP as big as Hunter x Hunter would be getting this over-the-top treatment to make it such a good game. Because we just don't want this to flop. Jujutsu Kaisen, cursed piece of ass. You know exactly who you are. But let's just even take a glimpse at what they were showing off, like some of this demo stuff they were showing off, right? Let's take a glimpse of this. I watched a little bit of it. I forget how loud Twitter can be. That was loud. Let me turn that down. Very short, very simple, straight to the point. Sorry if I blew your eardrums out. I like it, and it looks good. There's very little that I guess I could say about that. But I know what you guys are here. You guys saw the thumbnail, so you're wondering what I'm talking about. So let me not sugarcoat anything else, and let me just get straight to the bread and butter of this whole video, I guess. Bread and butter, fighting game. You get my gist. In any case, so the Tokyo Game Show has just happened. Like, this was just a couple days ago. That tweet was just a couple days ago. I think the tweet said what? September 25th, and then this was made September 26th, right? So I'm out here, we're getting these character update trailers. We've seen the official like cinematic trailer that they dropped a couple months ago and everything like that. But I'm up late at night because I have a bad sleep schedule. That's besides the point. But I was up late, I'm scrolling through the internet, and I'm scrolling through Twitch chats and streams and things of this nature, just hopping around to keep myself entertained. And what do I find out? Hunter x Hunter Nin Impact has some new news. Let me scroll this, the word news can be seen. And it says notice of release date change. Now, the thing that got me in the first place about this game was I randomly stumbled across that it was on Steam and wishlist available. And I know what you're thinking, but you knew the game was coming out. I knew the game was coming out. I, however, did not know that you could wishlist that game. And it was when I went to wishlist that game, probably about 2 months ago, that I found out that you could actually see that they had a release date planned of 2024. They didn't say that it was supposed to be like what date exclusively or like specifically what date, but they definitely said 2024. And that got me wondering, I didn't think that this game was getting the treatment it deserved to be having a 2024 release date. Now, mind you, I know what you're thinking, but you just showed us the little gameplay footage and you showed us the Tokyo Game Show stuff. I did, but that was just a couple of days ago. That was not at the time in which I wishlisted this game. I wishlisted this game well before those videos and those pictures and all those updates were probably made. Maybe, who knows? Again, I don't think this game is getting the fair coverage it deserved. I will say it kind of has to deal with the fact that I would say Sparking Zero coming out is probably overshadowing the mess out of this game as far as what news it gets. Because honestly, the only news that pops up on my timeline ever on any of my social media sites is Sparking Zero. I see nothing for Hunter x Hunter for the most part. So like to find this was me literally watching Twitch and going through things and people talking about it in a Twitch chat, and someone dropped it and I was like, oh, I guess I should cover this because this is news to me that this game was getting a release date change, right? So let's click on it and read it real quick. I like the way that news came across there like that. I saw that. Anywho, notice of release date change. See what I mean? The release timing for Hunter x Hunter Nin Impact will be changed from the previously announced 2024 timing to now release within 2025. We sincerely apologize for the trouble caused by this delay to the players who are looking forward to the game's release. Now, I will be, like I said, I'm excited for it, but I'm not over the moon for it. I'm over the moon for Sparking Zero, not over the moon for this. But I like Hunter x Hunter, so I want this to have a good game. I like anime, so I need this to be a good game. Let's continue. This delay is so that we will be able to implement rollback netcode for release. That's a big W. And for those of you who don't know, they explain it. Rollback netcode is a system that reduces the feeling of connection delay when playing online matches. Most fighting games use, well, nowadays the standard is that you should have rollback netcode. But for those who weren't, they were using the delay-based netcode, which I guess the best way to put it is, think about if you're trying to play this game with somebody who's overseas, like somebody who lives in Europe and you live in America. Your connection is going to be awful and the frames you guys have are going to be awful. You won't be able to fight. That's not going to work. Rollback fixes that essentially. Well, all rollback isn't made equally, as one of the people that I watch will also mention from time to time. So their rollback could be good, someone else's could be better, but the rollback is a work in progress and it takes a while to implement into games, so on and so forth. That's probably why the release date was pushed to 2025 rather than it coming out in 2024. Let's continue reading though. I don't want to hold you guys too long. We made this decision out of concern that players would not be able to fully enjoy the game in a state where some players would encounter issues with online play given the nature of fighting games. The release date will be announced at a later time. We appreciate your understanding as we continue to work to provide the best game possible. From the Hunter x Hunter Nin Impact production team. Now, me personally, I think them adding rollback netcode to this game is a fantastic thing, because in today's gaming society, today's gaming culture, you need rollback netcode for your online fighting games. Trying to play an online fighting game without rollback netcode is probably one of the worst things ever. And I guess the only good example I can give for it being a game that I've played the most of without it is Dragon Ball FighterZ, or Fighter Z, however you want to say it. I usually say Fighter Z. When they added rollback netcode to that game, at least for that little beta that they did, because that was the last time I really played it, like enough, it was amazing. It was so much better than what we had before for that game. I'm not the biggest like player of that game, but sometimes I would play online and that internet could be awful. And it wasn't even saying that your internet was bad, just that trying to play that online was not okay. So for them to delay this game to add something like rollback netcode to it, to take the players into account like that, is a good idea, and I appreciate them for that. Now, I will say, Some of the stuff I was seeing about the game beforehand when they first announced it had me a little iffy. The game itself looked like it could have been GameCube Game of the Year in 2024. Like, it was going to win GameCube Game of the Year. Keep that in mind. It didn't look that great visually, but I could see the potential that the game had. And in my head, I was like, okay, well, this is just the early build. This is just a very rough alpha demo that you guys got going on just to show us that this exists and you're working on it. And that's cool. That's fine. So, you know, I guess they were making more progress than I thought behind the scenes on this game. Or it's that, or it's the fact, like I said before, games like Sparking Zero were overshadowing it so much that I wasn't even paying attention to all the extra stuff that was coming out. I will also note, though, there is that Bleach game coming out too, at consider whatever time that is that it'll come out. So that's also been getting a lot of coverage. So I don't know. This isn't a video to like talk bad about the Hunter x Hunter game or anything like that. I guess it's more of a video just to say, like, you know, one, there's a delay. Two, I guess there is news about this game and there are updates for those of us who aren't seeing it as much. And I guess it's up to us to put that on our timeline to some degree or some shape, way, or form, you know? But that's all I really have for you guys today. I don't want to draw this video out any longer. I know you guys probably won't watch it if it's any longer. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching this. I'm sure you're going to watch all the other and bigger and better creators when they cover this. So yeah, if you guys want to keep up with me when I keep posting content, please follow my TikTok. Visit me on Twitch every now and again at twitch.tv/SasukeKJJ3. The link will not be in the description below because they won't let me post links, but I will have the name down there in the description below. So if you want, you can just copy and paste that and put it in Twitch and it'll take you straight to my page. The profile picture should be the same as this profile picture on, you know, YouTube. So with that being said, I will probably, hopefully, see you guys in the next one. And the next video should be the continuation of the Budokai and Tenkaichi playthroughs because I'm still uploading that. So I hope you guys tap in for that. I will catch you guys in the next one again. Like I said, later.